As we return to our seats and begin to prepare for our offering, we're blessed to have another story of faith and generosity today from one of our newer members, Evan Kraemer. So Evan, I'll invite you forward.
Good morning. My name is Evan Kraemer. I'm married to Dakota Farr. She's in the back row over there. That's our spot. We're both active duty Army, originally from the Midwest. I'm from Minnesota. She's from Iowa. See a Packers jersey over there? That's okay. We'll allow it. And then we've just been members here for a couple months. The church has always been an important part of our life, a place to give back to others and find community. Dakota and I got married in 2016. We both commissioned into the Army in the same year, and shortly after that, the Army started moving us around the country at pretty odd intervals. So through the past 8 years of moving around, we struggled to find a faith community for a number of reasons, probably number one of which is that we weren't in one place for any long period of time. After all the moves around, we just ended up in Texas. The prompt we were given to prepare to speak to all of y'all was, what motivates you to contribute your talents to CLC? And I wish I could stand up here and tell you that we have contributed a ton of time and energy since arriving 9 months ago, but I can't say that. But what I would like to tell you about is what this place has meant to our little family since we first got here. So we moved to Georgetown in January of this year. Dakota works at UT Austin. Tough game last night. And I work up in Killeen at Fort Cavazos. So Georgetown was the perfect compromise that gives us each a 1 hour commute to work every morning. Shortly after arriving, we started looking for a Lutheran church to try out. We settled on CLC as our first stop. We were pretty nervous about walking into a new faith community. So we snuck in right at 9:30 through those doors right in the middle. So we wouldn't steal anybody's spot, and we claimed ours right over there, and Dakota's still holding it down for us. So apologies, Pastor Drew. I don't remember what the sermon was at all, because we were. but I do remember how we were greeted by everybody here when we first sat down, and then as we tried to make our way out the door. Dozens of people, all of you, introduced yourselves to us, made us feel welcome on our very first day. And nobody asked you to. There was no coordination. You all just made us feel so welcomed and so loved within our first few moments and our first few hours in this building. Moving forward, we immediately found a sense of community here that we had been looking for the past few years. We are expecting our first child here in a couple weeks, a girl named Riley, and it seems like she has hiccups right now during church. So on that note, thank you so much for donating all the diapers and wipes to us. We saw them out there on the table. It's entirely too kind. So I will be deploying for some months shortly after the birth. I get to hang out here because my wife's pregnant, so that's great. But obviously that timing is not great, and it makes me sad just thinking about it. I'm nervous about missing important moments with my wife and my child. I'm not at all nervous about Riley feeling loved, however, in my absence. We have two very loving and supportive families back in the Midwest, just a short plane ride away if they decide to make it down. And we have our community here in this place that will love and support our child the way that they have shown us love and support already. Moving forward, we look forward to growing in faith with all of you, welcoming new members just as you welcomed us, and we look forward to helping out wherever we can. Thank you.